Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are having a fantastic morning and are ready to do some math. So today, I think you're going to find this fairly simple. All we are going to do today is we're going to be adding and subtracting hundreds, tens, and ones from different numbers. So I kind of wanted to show you a little bit with the place value discs to start with, and then we're going to go to the actual homework page, and I'll kind of show you some things on that. So if I start with this, the number that I have right here, I have the number 212. Okay, if I say 212 plus 100, that would mean I would add 100 disc to this. So now I would have 312. Okay. And if I start with 212 and take away a 100, then I would have 112. So all you're really doing when you're adding or subtracting 100 in today's work is taking something in or out of the hundreds column. The tens and the ones should stay the same. That will change tomorrow, but today you're just focusing on whichever place value that you're working with. So let's say I was going to add a 10 on this one. So if I added a 10, then only my tens place will change into a 2. If I had started with 110 and take a 10 away, then my 1 would change into a 0. Okay, so and then same with my ones. If I added 1, this would change into a 3. If I took 1 away, it would change into a 1. So the only thing that should change is the place value that you're working with. If I go over to what your work looks like today, you have some different columns, and I'm going to do the first one with you and kind of show you we're always going to start with whatever number's at the top. You're not going to make it a continuous change. So the first one is going to be 100 more than 242. So 100 more than 242, only the hundreds place is going to change. So 2 plus 1, so it'd be 342. Then I'm going to do 100 less than 242, not than 342. Go back to the number that you started with. 100 less than 242. 2 minus 1, if I take away a 1 there, would be 142. Now I'm going to go back to the 242, and I'm going to add 10 to that. I'm going to add 1 to the tens place. So my 2 in the hundreds place stays the same. My 4 changes into a 5 because I'm adding 1 to the tens place, and the 2 in the ones place stays the same. So do you see that only the tens place changed? Now I'm going to go back to the 242, and I'm going to take 10 away from that one. So only the tens place. So my 200 stays the same. 4 minus 1, because I had 4 tens, I'm taking a 10 away. Now I have 3. And then the 2 1 stays the same. Now I'm doing my ones place. 1 more than 242 would be 243. Only the ones place changed. 1 less than 242 would be 241. So only the ones place changes. So when you are doing your chart up here at the top, you always go back to the number that you started with as you're going down, okay? Down here at the bottom, you need to read the sentence out loud to see what makes sense, because some of these are easy to miss. When the words are at the front, they're a little bit easier than when the blank is at the front. So I'll show you a couple of different options or examples. 1 more than 314 is, so I know I'm adding 1 to the ones place. So that would be 315. Okay, and you're going to do these next two similar, but you're going to do 10 more and 100 less. So right here is where it gets a little confusing. It says blank more than 243 is 343. So what did you add? Because we know it's a more, so we added. How much did you add to the 243? What place changed? Well, 2 changed to a 3, and that's my hundreds place. So I know that this is 100 more. Okay? On this one, you're going to say blank less than 578 is 568. Well, the 5 didn't change, so it's not 100. The tens place changed, so I know that this is going to be a 10. So read your sentences out loud. Make sure that when you're finished, that it makes sense and that it's correct. If not, go back and change it. So you should be able to type all your answers into your form today. It should work just fine, which makes it a lot easier. If you want to do it in your notebook, that's fine also. But if you have questions, ask your teacher, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.